Hello, this is the King of 94-9 Sega Genesis tournament from Toronto, Ontario, recorded September 28th, 2024. This year, instead of releasing a giant 8-hour video, we're splitting it up into shorter digestible videos with 3 or 4 games in each video. This is the second year we held the tournament at Free Play. It's an arcade bar in downtown Toronto. Here are some pictures from the day of the tournament. It's quite the operation, getting 16 systems set up and over 40 people playing for up to 8 hours. If you want to jump straight to the gameplay, I'll let you know now. Just jump ahead to the 7-minute mark. Here are all the players. It's a pretty even split between Canada and the USA, with guys traveling in from as far away as British Columbia, California, Nova Scotia, and Florida. And this year was the first time we had a couple guys fly in all the way from Sweden. Check out their custom shirts. Their local game store sponsored them. And if you look closely at the Americans, there are 8 guys from Philadelphia all wearing matching custom navy blue shirts with their names on them. So here's the tournament format. We had 45 players this year, which is the most for a Sega tournament since the inaugural tournament in 2015. We start with a round robin. There are 6 groups of 6 or 7 players who play 6 games each, and we also have an elite group comprised of the top 5 returning players from the 2023 tournament who play only 4 games each but automatically get the top 5 seeds in the bracket. And just to note, in the next tournament in September 2025, we're eliminating the elite group since it wasn't particularly popular. The round robin seeds the players into bracket groups. The top players go into the king bracket and play for the cash prizes of $750, $500, and $250. The other players go into the duke and what has become known as the puke bracket, basically the B and C level brackets, and they play for trophies but no cash. Starting from the right, if you win 2 or fewer games of your 6 round robin games, you qualify for the puke bracket. If you win 3 games, you qualify for the duke bracket. If you win 4 games, you qualify for a potential play into the king bracket, and then the duke bracket if you don't make it into the king. If you're in the elite group, or win 5 or 6 games, you qualify for the king bracket. If fewer than 16 people qualify directly for the king bracket, then we have the play-in of the players with 4 wins. Here are the groups. The rankings and ratings are based on a system adapted from the IIHF rating system. 1200 is a perfect score, so you can see that Angry J is right up near that. Anything above about 900 is really good. These are usually players with a lot of experience playing online who know a lot of the advanced techniques. I'll go over a couple players from each group, and feel free to skip ahead to the 7-minute mark if you want to get to the games. Group A is the elite group, the top 5 finishers from last year. Angry J comes in as the prohibitive favorite, having won 4 of the 8 King of 94 tournaments so far, including the most recent 2. Corbett KB's best finish was 2nd in 2018 in Vancouver. He's the most prolific online player in history at NHL94online.com with over 5,000 games logged. In Group B, we've got KG Man, who won the inaugural King of 94 back in 2015. He was tied for 5th last year. He's got some of the best manual goaltending I've ever seen. Next in Group B is Danny TML. He's a great community guy in the Discord chat, helps new players get set up, runs leagues, and tries to make the community as welcoming as possible. His best finish in a King of 94 is 10th in 2021. And we're going to be seeing them play each other in the 4th game in this video. On to Group C, coming in from Chicago, known by the name EA, E for Eric, A for Awesome, I assume. He's been to every single one of these tournaments. No one is more dedicated or brings a more positive attitude. Him and I have had some epic series in past tournaments. You'll see him in the 3rd game in this video. After that, we've got Spackman, who you'll see in the 1st game in this video. He's relatively new to the scene compared to the previous players, but his best finish is 6th in 2022. And I think his ranking of 14th is a little misleading. I think he could challenge for a top 5 potentially. Group D is headed by King Raph. If there are the gods of NHL 94 for the Sega Genesis game, it's a pantheon of 2, King Raph and Angry J, the only guys to win multiple King 94s. He also has the world record scores for most of the 16-bit EA hockey games on twingalaxies.com. Next is Anatar. Anatar is one of the few guys coming over from the Super Nintendo and having success. His best finish is 18th in 2021, but he's improved a lot recently. I played him the night before the tournament, and he beat me in overtime, so I think he's got top 10 potential this year. In Group E, we've got SOH, my online rival from way back in 2006, one of the best body checkers in the tournament. Glad to have him back this year. He won the Duke tournament in 2019. After that, it's me, Smizoma. I finished 3rd in 2018, but my ranking has slipped out of the top 10 after last year's tournament, so I'm hoping to make up for that this year. Thrillhouse leads Group F. He finished 3rd in 2019 and has some of the best deeks I've ever faced. Then it's DPS, who's actually the best Tecmo Super Bowl player in the world, and pretty darn good at NHL 94 too, finishing 16th in 2020. And the final group, Group G, is headed by Mr. Bandwagon, who was 10th last year. He has the distinction of being the top-ranked player this year who isn't an online veteran. And finally, Mr. TX. I played him a bunch of times a few weeks before the tournament, and he was scoring on me with all sorts of moves he'd picked up recently, telling me that's an Angry J technique, that's a Sebi technique. So I think he very well could be improving on his personal best of 12th place from last year. Alright, just 2 more quick slides. Here are some of the door prizes we gave away this year, including sealed graded copies of both versions of the game, donated by King Raf. Thanks to everyone who donated prizes. And a couple traditions on display here. We've been doing this for almost 10 years now, and some of us have known each other for up to 20 years through NHL94.com, so hanging out before and after the tournament at a hotel or Airbnb is a must. It's a welcoming community, so if you want to get involved, just head over to kingof94.com and sign up for next year's tournament. And in the lower right, the player going by the name EA brings a few complete in-box copies of the game each year and gets them signed by all the players as a memento. Alright, finally onto the games, starting with Spackman and one of the 8 Four Horsemen of Philadelphia, Rigsby.
Hey guys, just give me your username and what team you're using, please. Spell it. All right. Hey, you're LA. Oh, we haven't. Okay, no worries. And what's your username? So it looks like we're gonna have an official game here. Rigsby. What is round robin? So basically, you play like everyone in your group, you know, once or whatever, and then everyone you get the chance to round robin. You play everybody else, and the best records come out. What is the internet situation? Do you have a wired connection this year, or is it still Wi-Fi? Are we on Wi-Fi or wired?
We're on Wi-Fi.
We're on Wi-Fi.
But it's much better this year.
So there's a pool of players, and everyone. Great. So what do we got? So we're not sure. You're Calgary, Dallas. All right. And what group is this? Group C? All right. Thank you. Awesome. Group C action about to kick off. Yeah, apparently the Wi-Fi situation's a little better this year than last year. All right. Here we go, baby. Live action, games that count. Calgary versus Dallas. Oh, shoot. And so when I type in the names and stuff, I have to hit save for it to update to the stream, or
The check mark, update stream.
update stream. That's right.
Yeah, I shouldn't have too much.
There we go. Right. Awesome. All right. A minute into this action, we got Madonna sweeping around the net. Little bit of a toddle. Goes to the forehand slap shot, but Vernon makes the save. Long outlet pass stolen by Tenorti. Starting things back up for Dallas. That pass is given away, and now it's Theo with a breakaway chance. Good hustle. Great hustle there to get back. Broughton stops the chance for the Flames. Now Courtnall tries to sneak by, but he's taken down. Roberts the other way for the Flames. Spins. Sets up the floater. No. Still waiting. Great pass to find Makov on the back door. Rigsby scores first and takes a 1-0 lead. Calgary. But, oh, Spackman almost answers right back. Now it's Gary Roberts on the hassle. Rigsby sets up the slap shot. He scored. 2 early ones here in the first for Rigsby. They take a 2-0 lead. I stood the ugly mug off the screen. I'm just staring at the screen. Chat up there. Here's Madonna. Stops at the top of the circle. Great feed to Courtnall. But Vernon's up to the task. Keeps Dallas scoreless here. Now come the Stars. Courtnall, beautiful. Uses the speed and agility to fake out Vernon. Beats him forehand and cuts the lead to 1. Now Theo playing the right wing on this lineup. Takes it around the net. 10 seconds left in the first. Can he get a chance? Oh, yes! He does, but a beautiful save made just as time expired in the first. Start of the second. Immediate opportunity for Broughton. And he jams it home. Right through the pads of Vernon. Vernon's my all-time favorite goaltender. Won Cup for us in 97 and beat up Wah. Hell yeah, baby. Oh, huge hit from Makarov there. All tied up at 2 in the second. Spackman and Rigsby. Group C action. McGinnis, big slap shot. Huge save. Now Vernon delivers to Theo, but Broughton's all over him. Great response from Suter, taking the puck away there. Now Big Al comes in, sweeps across. Tries a sexy little backhand floater. Beautiful save is made there. Now Theo has a chance and he scores! Fakes the near side Barry and takes it around the goaltender and just flips it home on the backhand. Calgary regains the lead. And now Roberts, one-timer denied. Madonna can't get that shot off. Long outlet here. Broughton looking for Courtnall on the drop. Can't find him. Nice save by Vernon. Here's a chance for the Flames. Makarov decides to pull it back. He's looking for Roberts in the center. He finds him and he scores. Great patience from Rigsby. Pulled the brakes, found the man in the center, and adds to his lead. Now they have it again. Rigsby drops it way back to Big Al. He's taken down. Oh, but Roberts is there for the Flames defense. Loose puck. Good patience again, shown by Rigsby. As he brings it in. Tipped away, chance the other way for the Stars. Does he have enough speed? No, look at Roberts. Great back check. Taking away another Stars opportunity. Now a little give and go with Theo. Back to him. Just missed. But now still a chance. It's Al. Oh! I think the defenseman saved that one in a floater. No. Ooh. Big save to keep the score at 4-2. The third period momentum for the Stars now. Can they take advantage as Theo swings it around and they're going to take a penalty? Not what Spackman wanted to see there. What do you... Oh, what's the smash? Here's Theo. No. Another penalty. Oh, another penalty. That's not good. What's he looking for, yeah? Is he, yeah, he's looking for something?
I can check.
Oh, stop it. Well, 3.5 minutes to go in this game. Group C action. Oh my God, another Stars penalty. Group C, Spackman versus Big Rigsby. Rigsby's Calgary, Spackman's Dallas. All right, 3-goal deficit for the Stars. Down 2 men, and bam, 1 bad giveaway, and it's easy for McGinnis. 4-goal lead late in the third. Madonna now, Willie, no. Vernon makes the save. Where's Len? Yo, Len, you want to play? You want that exhibition? Let's get a warm-up in before I have to play.
Yeah, we got it. All I can tell you is Halifax Max. Yeah, not ready. That's what it is. Okay. So, hey, you know how to do this, right? Yeah. Show you coming? Yeah, show me.
Hit the stream out 94 SL, that last one on the bottom. Oh, sorry. Yeah. And then that's the thing. So you change their names here. So looks like Daryl's on the right. So yeah, put in whoever this guy is. What's your name, bro? Ben. Lehman. Oh, what's that? Al, aka New Jersey Killer. And then the teams are right above them there. So you see, yeah, you pick the teams. And then just hit update stream right there at the top, right above those drop downs.
Right here.
And that's
All right.
pretty much. And then you can change, like, if you wanted to put your face on the screen and stuff, that's all up there.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. If you have any other questions, just let me know.
I will. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right. Looks like we're up and running. We already got a goal. Curtis Precision for Klima time in our round robin matchup here between himself and Halifax. Not quite sure what their records are. I was just outside getting a coffee. So this might be their first game. It might be their second game, but all right, we got Granado breakout pass saved by Hextall and another save by Hextall, 2 in a row there for him. And he draws the foul in the corner, I believe, or is that on Quebec? That's actually Steve Duchesne, the most penalized man in 94, coming in after the fact. So we got a face off here in the offensive zone. And Blake recovers it, but it's back in the neutral zone as he tries to come back over, pass it to Granado. Granado twirls around, looking for an opening here. And there's a short side one-timer to Gretzky. Nicely crafted there by Halifax. Hextall guessing the wrong way. Okay. MBH Mikhail saying, go Lucas. Thank you, MBH Mikhail, for commenting. Gretzky roughing up Kovalenko behind the net. Gathers the puck. Now looking for another one-timer. There it is. Bang, right over the shoulder. Blocker side on Hextall. That's 2 in a row on that blocker side. And LA has found their footing here after a slow start. And here comes Quebec, though, looking for a response. Kovalenko just cutting through that defense. Doing a little deke there, saved by Rudy. And Kovalenko back on the puck again after the turnover by the Kings. And short side deke. And Rudy moves out of the way. That net was a little too open for Kovalenko. And we got ourselves a tie game. A lot of goals so far in this one. 2-2. And Kovalenko going for it on the other side, but stopped that time by Rudy. Breakout pass collected by Sandstrom eventually. And now Gretzky cuts in. Not a lot of help at the moment. Goes around the net. Still not a lot of help. Finds Granado in the corner. One-timer to Sandstrom, and there's a bang right there. Great one-timer goal. Good patience by Halifax to wait for that passing lane to finally materialize. It took a while. Klima had the good defense there working, but not for long enough. And we get ourselves another goal here. And here comes Steve Duchesne for the Nordiques. Stops up. He's looking for a one-timer. You can just feel it. And Rudy's out of the net. Gets back in time, though. And, ooh, on the rebound. Really nice angle shot by Duchesne. I thought he could have had that, but really nicely done there by Klima to find that corner. That was a tight angle. Granado going for the floater, and that's just wide. And we got a breakout pass here. Sundin. Breakaway. Caught up by Blake, though. And there's a floater. Rudy showing some weakness on that glove side yet again. But he's weak on all sides in this game, unfortunately. And one more chance here. Rudy stopped that one at the buzzer. 4-3. Exciting first period. We got Ronnie S. in the chat saying, Mike Vernon, my favorite all-time goaltender, won the cup for us, the Detroit Red Wings in '97, and Pt.1. I think Vernon was the Conn Smythe winner that year. What's up? Yeah. And Vernon also won the cup with the Flames in '89. Yeah. So he's a 2-time Stanley Cup winner, newly inducted Hall of Fame entrant as of last year, I believe. I like to make fun of him in the game, but he was a legitimately good NHL goalie, and he was even fairly decent with the Sharks in the late 90s. But here we go, Sundin on the breakaway as we get off of memory lane. And Zhitnik on the pass from Gretzky turns it over at mid-ice, and that puck is cleared beyond the end boards, into the crowd. We got a souvenir for someone back there, maybe the little guy with the hat. And loose puck here gathered by Sundin. Cutting across the zone, now turning back towards the middle. Slapper got to take goalie on that one. Rudy's weak glove and him showing a weakness there all game long, really. Just too much skill there on Sundin's part. You can't let him turn and fire like that. And there's a good check by Kovalenko. He starts to break away, going short side, and he gets one over the glove of, or stick side on Rudy, excuse me. And Quebec's starting to pull away here. Just too much offense at the moment for the LA Kings to handle. 6-3. And there's another great one-timer. That one, Rudy steps up, makes the save. And the dump in by Granado. One-timer, Blake was already on his back and wasn't in an optimal position there for that one-timer, but he gets in the way of that pass, and here he comes again. But decision. 2 Sakic now for the Nordiques in the offensive zone. Another deep chance. Halifax on that one with the goalie control. He's starting to read it. That's an adjustment he's going to have to make. And there he is on the goalie control again. So Halifax starting to make that adjustment. Maybe that will be the couple of saves he needs to maybe get a late goal here in the second period and give himself an opportunity. But he can't get the puck back. Here comes the Nordiques again. That shot is blocked by Blake. Now Granado. One-timer. What a save by Hextall. That could have been an opportunity. And Quebec throws the puck away and nearly scores on themselves. So Quebec avoids giving up a goal there late. Maintains their strong 3-goal lead. I don't know if don't have too many updates so far on the group play. I was outside for a bit. I know Raph lost his first game, so any Raph fans out there, he's facing a little adversity already. He lost to Cash Money, one of the Philadelphia guys, and also Rigsby, another Philadelphia guy. He beat EA in their round robin matchup in a different group. So a couple of upsets already. That Philadelphia crew coming in hard to start the tournament here. And Kovalenko going for a ride into the Kings bench. He's going to get held there a little bit longer than he would in his own bench. And that pass across by Gretzky is picked off, and the puck is flipped out. So we'll have a face-off here in the offensive zone for the Kings. See if Halifax can get the face-off play working. He won't, as is dumped by the Nordiques after a face-off win, and Kovalenko chases it down, cycles it to Sakic. Sakic held. This will be a penalty. What's up? And we got a goal by Kovalenko. I missed that one helping out Smalls there for a second. But I'm sure it was maybe the best goal we've ever had on NHL 94. 7-3 Quebec. Making the lead even more insurmountable at this stage. And that one-timer's harmless over the net. Picked up by Sakic, but Gretzky, big check. Going for the backhand floater, and Hextall with the good save. Looked like it could have been a one-timer, but Halifax went for the deception. It had a really nice play, and it didn't work out. Kovalenko moseying on over to the box. And we see the Quebec Nordiques sweatshirt in the background. Fitting in this game. Pass planks off of Sandstrom's boots, but Granato picks it up. Granato going for the one-timer, picked off by Sakic. A lot of bouncy puck. One-timer saved by Hextall. You know, Halifax has had a couple of good chances this period, but they haven't fallen, and that one-timer does not connect. But Tikkanen pass there to Sandstrom. 7-4. Gonna need a big late pusher by the Kings to make this a game. Saved by Hextall on the one-timer, and another save on the rebound. One-timer by Sandstrom. Okay, we got a window here. 7-5. Halifax is going to pull the goal, not pull the goal yet. He might wait for the face-off win. I mean, if you play perfect, you can tie in 17 seconds, but you got it, and that's not going to be perfect. You lose the face-off, that's not going to work. And Klimatime clears it down, and he will come away with the victory in this one, 7-5. A lot of really nice goals there by Klimatime. And some good saves by Hextall. Breaking news, Rigsby is 2-0. He beats Spackman after beating EA earlier. So Philadelphia crew definitely coming in hard. I don't think Klimatime is a community member, Icestorm. I think he's been to a couple of Kings before. So he's definitely not a new face. But I don't think he's an online person. Also, in other group play updates that I've been granted, Anatar defeats King Raph. So King Raph's at 2 losses at this point in his group, after losing to Cash Money earlier, and now Anatar. So his tournament life is, not assured at this point. He needs to win out the rest of his group to really put himself in a strong position to make the final 16. Otherwise, he could be in that play-in or left out completely. So for any Raph fans at home, you have to root for him extra hard and support him in this time, because these are some very surprising results, to say the least. If this is just the beginning of the upsets, then I probably should stay away from playing my games and just stay on the microphone here with all of you fine people. Because, yeah, as I have just heard from EA, it's a bloodbath out here. Yeah, Storm. I'm not kidding about RAF or EA or anybody in these upsets. These are all. It's a tough group out here. This is a very competitive tournament. There's a lot of good players here. It's probably the deepest tournament that's been held, even deeper than one, perhaps. I mean, I know we had more people at one, but I think the level of play is just substantially higher. Who's who? What's on? Sure. I hope so. I'll be there for you. All right. Yeah, you feeling good? Uh-huh. Yeah, pretty strong. Okay.
Yeah, it's over there.
All right. 8-Bit Supremacy says, let's go EA with his Dallas Stars. Who? Oh. EA says hi to Robbie. Pidge Zero says, I love all the Nordiques gear at every King 94. Yeah, we've got quite a good bit of Nordiques gear. I think we also had a little bit of Nordique swag given out last year. I don't know about this year, but you know, we're trying to get even more into the community here. Ice Storm says, say my name when calling out RAF fans. All right, yeah, well, I hope you're thinking about RAF extra hard there, Ice Storm. What are the real-time odds for Ralph now? I'll throw a sawbuck on. Well, I mean, I think the odds of him getting out of the group and into King are still pretty high. But definitely I think the odds on him winning have gone down if you're looking at Vegas. So this might be the time to get your bet in if you're still confident. I would say, yeah. I mean, Vegas isn't going to bend over backwards to give you a good rate on RAF. I mean, I know I wouldn't. I'm telling EA to focus. And Pitch Zero says, yeah, I think there was last year. Yeah, there was a Nordique's tank top and the Whalers tank top. So a lot of WHA action in those giveaways last year. As that pass planks off the Flames. Looks like Matt Roberts on the wing here for Halifax with Fleury on the center. And here comes Russ. Blazing into the zone as he always does and losing the puck rather easily as he typically does as well. That puck is shoveled into the corner there. Couldn't tell by who. It was a loose puck there, and now here comes Broughton. One-timer, that front door was open there for Madonna, but the pass didn't connect, and Fleury, that floater and ram. Casey able to keep that puck out, and good block shot there by Madonna right in front of the goalie. And here's Broughton again. There's that one-timer he wants, and that one connects and goes in the net. Ice Storm saying his options are right now to watch the stream outside or be in a sock store with the wife and the kid. Well, I mean, if you have an option, that's not a hard one to take. I mean, a socks. I didn't even know they had stores for socks. I figured you just go to a store with socks in it, but not a store with just socks. So I'm learning things here. As here comes Gary Roberts looking for McInnes, and that didn't have a lot of power on it for McInnes. If he's good for one thing, it's shot power, and that didn't have a whole lot with it. And there's a backdoor one-timer to Russ Portnoy. Fill in that lane. Tommy Guns, Joe Dean. That one's for you, Ice Storm. On the assist. Pigeon says, I brought my boyfriend to last year's King, and before he moved to Canada, the last hockey game he'd seen was a Whalers game. Well, that's a long time ago. The last game they saw was a Whalers game, so that's certainly a flashback into history. The Whalers moved in 96. So we're all dating ourselves here with that one. All right, here comes Portnoy over the blue line. Floater, EA special. Not quite what you want out of the EA special. As Calgary with the last second one-timer saved by Casey. went to see the Leafs when he moved here. Okay, yeah, that's a Leafs Whalers. That's a good old game right there. That would have been a lot of fun. And slapper by McInnes. There's the shot power we're accustomed to seeing, but Casey was all over EA with the manual goalie Reddit. You know, when McInnes has the puck in a position like that, you should be taking manual goalie immediately. Or you just don't and hope he misses the net entirely, because that's also a likely outcome. Accelerated Sunlight says, best viewers on Turbo Track. That sounds like a spam bot. I don't know how to get rid of those, so just ignore that for now. Unless you like spam. So Pigeon saying, yeah, her the boyfriend converted to a Toronto sports fan when he got his permanent residence. Yeah, I mean, Toronto's got all the sports covered except for football. So, and they always have good crowds and a lot of support for those teams. A lot of news coverage, so it's very easy to learn about your favorite players as a Toronto fan. Yeah, sharing the pain. Yeah, there's, the pain of being a Hartford fan is, you're accustomed to pain, so turning into a Toronto fan is not a huge downgrade. And there's a big one-timer by Fleury from way downtown. Bang! Halifax just shooting from everywhere. And that one gets rewarded. 2-1 Flames. And Russ, EA special, first one's blocked, second one's gobbled up by Vernon. That breakout pass knocked down by Broughton, but Fleury gathers the puck, breaks it out to Reichel down the wing, dumped by Shodin into the boards. And Madonna, what's he going to do? Big slapper and right by Vernon. Much like McInnes, you hope Madonna misses his slappers on those big windups when you don't take manual goalie, but he didn't miss that one. Well, okay, you're right, Prospect, by Sonic. There is football here, Canadian Football League, the Toronto Argonauts. So I misspoke. There is football, team to be a fan of here. I was just thinking NFL because I'm an American and I didn't think about Canada first in that instance. So thank you for correcting me on that. Thank you, Pigeon, for the well wishes. It's a very hectic scene up here. I know we had trying to get an early start today on the group play. So I know I had to step outside for about 20 minutes myself because I'm kind of a little low on sleep at the moment, and just a lot of commotion up here. But starting to get into the swing of things here, getting onto the microphone with you guys, and watching some good hockey. Excuse me, yeah, Dallas is up 3-1. I thought Calgary was up 2-1 in the previous period, so I just want to correct that. EA with the 2-goal lead currently. Yo, Potato asking, where's that energy from New Jersey Killer at? He is definitely making the rounds up here. He was actually helping me out with the stream earlier, getting me reaccustomed to editing teams and names and making sure everyone is informed appropriately here. So I'm sure you'll see him on the stream or on the mic at some point. I know he's in our streamer, in our announcer casting today. So stay tuned, Yo Potato, and you'll get your wish. As that passes off the boots, and Russ skating by the other 26. Floater, saved by Vernon. You see Halifax taking a little bit more manual goalie here after a slow start with his goalie in the previous game against Klima time. He's keeping this one close. He's got an opportunity here, but he's got to kill this penalty first. And he might be able to get an opportunity here with the offensive zone faceoff. You never know. And unfortunately, that puck skirts away from Suter, and that pass up the ice is picked off by Madonna. Madonna can't quite get past the defender cleanly. Does get the puck back. Another big slapper. That one goes well wide. And Tenorti just crushes Fleury. One-timer pass goes awry. Here comes Reichel on the breakaway. And there's a nice deep backhander. The dive does not bail out EA, and we got ourselves a 1-goal game. How many people play in this league? Every time I tune in, I think, whoa, it's even bigger than I thought. So it's more people than last year. I think last year we had 35 or so. Oh, that puck just goes over the net. That had every opportunity of going in, and somehow it stays out. And this year, I think we have over 40 people. We had a few cancellations late, but we're still, I think, around 40 people. And then we also have the auto goalie tournament, which is another 5 or 6 individuals. So we're upwards of about 50 people at the moment, all told. And we still have 2-on-2 later. We got NBA Jam. We got Ken Griffey's. So it's going to be an action-packed night. And that one-timer saved by Casey. The long stick rating of John Casey coming to play on that one. And that might just win the game here for EA. And in fact, it does. That insurance goal by Russ capped it. And Halifax feeling it. The frustration pause. You got to take a timeout, bud. 4-2. That's a difficult loss. That was a really nice opportunity created by Calgary to try and tie this up. But Casey comes up big, and the Dallas Stars skate away 4-2 here. So nice recovery win by EA after losing to Brigsby a little bit earlier. Ice Storm asking for DPS, asking if everyone was in bed by 10. No, we had to get mean and kick people out by 11 from our place, and we didn't get to bed till after midnight. And then we had the early start, getting everything set up. So it's going to be a long day, but it should be a good day. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. So we're going to have KG Man and Dan TML hop onto this one. How many of you guys are staying at the Chelsea? I'm not familiar with the Chelsea. I'm probably the wrong person to ask, unfortunately. Just want to thank everybody for commenting in the chat so far. It's been pretty lively in there, so we definitely appreciate that. We're going to have a really good game here. So this is a rematch from, I think, 3 or 4 Kings ago where Dan TML and KG Man crossed paths in bracket play, and Dan TML won that one in 3 games. So, you know, KG Man wants to get a bit of retribution here. And I'm not sure how either one of them... How are you guys doing in your group play so far? What's your records? KG Man's 1-0. What about you, Dan? Dan TML's 1-1 so far in his group play. Sega-thon, how do I post a Taz Feed Me GIF? I don't know how you do it in Twitch, but you can always do it in Discord, and you can always @ me on those. You know I eat those up. The Chelsea is like the only affordable hotel in downtown Toronto. So I'm not sure. I'm not staying in downtown. I know Madonna was staying downtown, but he got a Hyatt Regency, I think. I think he used like Priceline something or other to get like a deal. So that's one way to stay downtown and not pay full price. So let me update the stream here so that we're all up to speed. Who are you, Dan? Okay. Thank you. So we got Washington for Dan, Philly for KG Man on this one. Probably a tier advantage for KG Man, but Washington's one of those teams where you can get a good game out of them if they're hot. Yep, New Jersey Killer, this is a big one, all right. Got the update from New Jersey Killer. He won his first match 4-2 over Flam Shelter, so that's a good win to get going. Trefo, what is this? This is F League playoffs. Online, no one cares league. All right, here we go. We got Michael Jordan, floater by Jordan, or EA special stop by Beaupre. And that puck goes wide on the pass shot. Dan TML likes to pass shoot, so don't be surprised if you see a few more of those.
From there, so do not let these ones. I'm gonna repeat it on the first time. Insert any new games. Let the ones that are right now finish, and I will do an introduction. I'm gonna say the 5th time. Please do not start any new games. Okay?
Okay, we have the announcement. So after this game, we'll have a little break to have a proper introduction to the tournament. And we see the one-timer there by Ridley, short side on Soderstrom. So Dan T-Mel getting off to the start here, 1-0. And he's got Gord Hines out there. That's another one of his boys that he likes to work with. So he's got 2 Florida Panthers on the ice. Or excuse me, KG Man has 2 Florida Panthers on the ice. And Dan T-Mel, the Washington. I don't think he would have been brokenhearted if he was Philadelphia either, because he likes his Florida players as well. And here's Recchi, backhand deep, caught the goalie up on the top of the crease, just too much real estate to cover. And we got ourselves a tie game. Ice Storm, who won? EA Hallie. EA won 4-2. Hallie had a late chance to tie it and then missed it on a great save by Casey and then came down to get the insurance goal right after that. And there's a floater by Eklund. There was a dead body in front of the net, and that might have thrown off Beaupre's positioning a little bit. Not a lot of help on the Washington defense. They were all out to lunch. And IF Rady now down for the count, but he'll get back up in the next period. Yeah, Trefo, Jan likes to pass shoot, but it goes into the corner. Sometimes it goes into the corner of the net. You got to watch out for those ones. Segathon likes the dead bodies, and there's another dead body. So we had, retribution here already. The Goonery getting upticked. Got to respond to your big boy ally Brady getting knocked down, and Eklund getting subbed out for Deneen. He'll be back in the next period. Trefo saying this is a bad matchup call. Yeah, this is a tier differential for sure. Looks like Dan called it because he's the road team. But Washington has its uses. And here's Kristich. There's a snapshot saved by Soderstrom. That breakout pass to Deneen doesn't get corralled. He's not a very good stick handler. He's a very fast player, but he doesn't have a whole lot else going for him. Recchi trying to be very patient, gets himself a breakaway. And, that puck almost bounced off for Kristich into the net. Here comes Paul Cavallini. Outlet pass to Cote off the boards. Picked up by Ridley, the loose puck. And now here's a penalty to Philly after Hines touches that puck. And Yuskevich to the box for 2 minutes. So, very brief power play here before the next period starts. And Ridley can't get that last chance off. He's dumped by the defender. Trefo saying Devils or Isles would have been better for him. Yeah, that's an even matchup. That is an even matchup, so you may have a point there, Trefo. And Segathon, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. So he's definitely into that late 90s, early 2000s frame set. And here comes Terry Carter. Or that's McGill. Ryan McGill. Trying to create. EA does not work. Rebound also saved by Beaupre. And Cartner picks off that pass. Here he comes again, but loses the puck. And Kristich 1-on-2, waiting for help. Got to avoid Gord Hines, and he does. Shifts it over to Ridley. Ridley now cutting through the middle, looking for that backdoor one-timer. Does not have a passing lane. And now Kristich. Kristich going for the floater. Saved by Soderstrom. Good save. Lomakin trying to cut in near post, and Dan comes up with the goalie control. Makes the save, and now he's got a little bit of break here with Bondra. And he gets a really crafty slapper. You thought he was going to go to the backhander. You didn't think with Bondra's lack of agility that he could turn around, do a spin move like that, and find the top shelf on a slapper, but he does. Really nice play. And that floater saved by Beaupre. So Eklund still out at the moment. Maybe a coach's decision. And Bondra, one-on-one with Yuskevich, avoids the poke check. Posts up at the blue line and gets dumped by Hines. And now Recchi breakaway. Forehander, and Dan kind of read it, but he didn't seal off that post completely. And KG Man just finds that little crevice to retake the lead. Trefo, oh my God, why is Ridley at center? Get Bondra the puck. Yeah, Bondra's not my first pick at center either, but he's not a terrible player. He just doesn't have a real defining trait, I think, is the problem with him. And now Recchi, another breakaway. Just too many breakaways for the Flyers, but Dan shuts the door on that one. The breakout pass picked off by Yuskevich. So here come the Flyers again. Recchi gets the puck. Looking for something here, but gets ganged up. Can't quite hang on to it in traffic. And here come the Caps. Ridley back on the wing. And that pass gobbled up by Deneen. Yuskevich now leading the break. And Ridley 2-on-2. He's trying to bob and weave through the traffic and throws that puck away. Big check by Bondra, but leaves the front door open as Recchi just glides into that opening. Big goal for KG Man here late in the period. You don't want to give those up to a player of his caliber. And he's just going to run out this period, take the 2-goal lead. And trust his ability here in the third period to wrap this one up. Segathon loving the old-time names. Gonna have that all day for you, bud. Why is no one teleporting? Well, we're using 1.10, Trefo, not 1.17. And Bondra absorbs a couple checks, dishes it off to Kristich. And, whoa, he found that passing lane somehow, but Ridley did not find the back of the net. He missed the net entirely, in fact. And a couple of turnovers here. Hines to Lomican, crushed into the boards. They did not clear the zone to the Flyers, so still an opportunity here for the Caps. They can't find the passing lane, and now a clearance by the Capitals. Very weak clearance. I think that was Hines. And now here comes Recchi again. Chased down by Iafrate. And Iafrate gathers the puck, bounces off his own goalie, and now Beaupre settles it down, thankfully. And that pass ended up working out, but they just can't break out of the zone cleanly. Philadelphia still has the pressure going. Another big check along the boards. Finally, the Capitals break out. Need a goal here pretty soon, but Hines shutting down that one, and now here comes Deneen going forehand, saved by Beaupre. And that pass gets eaten up by Yushkevich. Here come the Flyers yet again. All right, Capitals get the puck back. Ridley. Tripped up by Yushkevich. And down the wing, here comes Jordan. Jordan gobbled up by Cote. Afraid. To Kristich. One-on-one. Good save by KG, man. Seals off that post. And Iafrate can't knock it down. Lomakin. To Recchi. That pass doesn't connect. I thought we were playing on regular Genesis. That pass should have connected, right, Trefo? Oh! Soderstrom steps up. There's a one-timer. Another save by Soderstrom. That should do it as just about out of time. And, yep, not enough time at this stage. Even that one went in. So, strong play by both players. But KG, man, just too good on the breakaways. Wraps that one up 4-2. And we're going to take a little bit of a break here while we do the proper introduction. So, sit tight, everybody.
There you go. First up, welcome. Welcome to the King of 94 tournament for Sega Genesis. It is awesome to have you guys here. I have so much fun doing this. I said it on the stream, and today I'm telling you that this is the toughest group I've ever seen in the King of 94 tournament, top to bottom. The toughest group. Which is something that I've always wanted. I wanted the best players to come out. You guys are all out here today. So far, we've got a lot of games, a lot of close games. It's been fun, and we're going to have fun the rest of the day. So thank you for those that are coming in early. Thank you for those that have helped out on the stream. Thank you for those that helped out with the setups, donations, prizes, and those kinds of things. I really appreciate it. I do want to give a special shout out today. We have two players that have traveled the longest distance of any players in this tournament. They came all the way from Sweden. We have Anders and Paul. And when you get a chance, she made some cool shirts too, through the flag and the King of 94 on there. Okay? At the very end of this, don't let me forget, I do want to get pictures of the Swedish players, the American players, and the Canadian players. So please don't let me forget. Say, Daryl, stop, don't announce the groups. We're going to do that because I want to get that in there. But I want to get through the rest of this first. Okay, so as you notice that obviously today we have less systems than we were hoping to have. We have 12, which is still good. We've got a lot of games in, but what we'll do afterwards is Techno John's going to help you out, and then we will assign stations so that you're not kind of running around trying to find your group. They should all be within the vicinity of where you're going to be. One important thing is that all these console or these arcade systems and all that, please do not stand in front of them because once this business opens at 12, patrons coming in, they want to play, they should be allowed to play, okay? So if you want to watch games, that's fine. Just line up right behind along here, okay? Please don't stand back there. The drinks are now open, so there will be, see the gentleman down there? Is it Eric? Eric's going to be there, swing around a bit too, so he may not always be there, but if you want drinks, the bar is open. help yourself and order whatever. The kitchen will be open at 12. Again, go to Eric if you need help with that, because you'll have a little bit of breaks. Oh, did you? I was gonna say I thought you had a beer already. It's like it's already started, but okay. Anyways, so the bar is open. Please go check it out. The food is awesome. Last year I don't know what I had. It was like the King Kong or something like that. It was delicious. So food's good here. Drinks are good. Lots of different craft beers and those kinds of things. Be careful with equipment. I know that we have controllers. There's a lot of plugging and unplugging. So these systems we know they're old systems. Just be very careful taking them out so that the pins don't get damaged on the systems, because otherwise then we're down a console. As for the schedule, now again, the schedule is kind of a mishmash. So I'm just asking you that you can just come over here. There's a table right here. You just look on there. It has a visitor and a home team, so you'll know where you're playing. And then when you're done, you can come back. Usually the winner does this. It doesn't matter. Usually the winner will record the score. So you can actually see there's some games on here already. Very easy to follow. I'm sorry? That's good. There you go. John just gave a great suggestion. Take a picture of the schedule on your phone. Well, whoever's idea it was, thanks. Nice and easy. One small change to the format. We were going to do a best of 3 for the Duke and the Pew. And I hope that you've read the rules and format. I'll give you an opportunity right now. If you have any questions, this is a great time to ask. Does anybody have any questions about format or rules?
I got it right here.
Yeah.
My question. It's more of a general comment. Sean Lamont is the name. Third tournament. Excited. I'm noticing the same guys year after year in the final. It's Prince Ralph and pretty disturbed and upset Jay. Leaf is the handles. I just noticed a lot of the, Daryl's calling about disputes. I noticed a lot of the zebras, the referees, letting a lot of the cross-checking and hooking go. Hopefully, they get called this year, and you can see someone different in the final. Potentially me. I don't know. Practicing a lot against Dale, East, and West at home, and I feel pretty confident. Thanks, Darryl.
Sean. If you haven't met Sean before today, we had a TSN, which is like the ESPN equivalent up to Canada. They came and did a story on this tournament 4 years ago, and most of the clips they used, his name was him on screen because he had soundbite, so many great sound bites, and it was just awesome. So, I'll say this: if you have a great time today, please tell me. Really appreciate it. If you have a terrible time, smile. He likes bad news. So I'm just kidding, buddy. Okay, we are ready to go. We're going to take the pictures first, and then we will get the groups lined up here and get some tables going, so that the rest of the round robin can finish, and we can move on to the playoffs. Everyone good? We'll start with our Swedish players first. Did you guys bring your flag? Okay, great. And then we'll get the American players, and then the Canadian players. I got my phone here. Maybe somebody can grab a picture for me. We're for like, you're longer, I can not stop. Let's go, let's get there. Yeah. Alexander, Small.
Came in, I
Alright. He's got 82 in the back. From my home. Paul, what's Paul's number, Mike? What number you got? 82? What's the 82 for? What? And we're over. Oh, you're a few ones. Yeah, okay. It's furnishing up there. It's good. Okay. Yeah. If you are an American, please get on this side. Not an American, please come on this side of it. Americans on this side, and Americans are on that side. Proceeding. Americans on this side, non-Americans on the other side of it. So, I'm going to say one thing about the flag. Last year, not in Sega, but in Super Nintendo, 2 guys in Melbourne actually made it to the final. So, who wants to hold the flag? Who wants to join me on your hold the flag? Who's our tallest guy here? Who's our tallest? Speeds. I'm going to be able to stand up on the. Alright, yeah, something. Yeah, let's go. And also, Lincoln, you're better. This is the most we've ever had from the United States in one term by far. By far. Okay. We're gonna switch. Switch in there. Switch sides. So, switch sides. Switch sides because we want the team against the back. Speaking of inefficient, I got the 2 pieces there. Busted your wall.
Did I hear anything Daryl was saying there, or I see my boy there in the chat, Yo Potato. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, New Jersey Killer. Hey, Jay, what's up, buddy?
To you.
Well, that's only because they're my buddies, and I've been promoting the stream for the last fucking 2 weeks, you know? So everyone's like, where's NJK? He said he was gonna be here. Right here. Oh, a handheld? I didn't touch it. Yeah, I guess not a word, unfortunately. He should have had this mic near more closer to him as well. Let me see if I can.
Hey, goalie. Our auto goalie group. You're down. This is the separate tournament. In case you didn't know, we have an auto bowling tournament.
My boy, Yo Potato, we can hear him. NJ Killer has a face for radio. I got a face for your mama too. Ooh, how do you like them apples? That's true, though. I really do. Let's turn this off. Nobody wants to see this. It's just game of wear his hat trick. Why is this thing so crooked? Love me some apples, baby. Let's get it. So we just had a little bit of a breaking action, obviously, guys. Just
From way back.
some announcements. I played one game. I wrote it in the chat. I'm 1-0. I'm 1-0. 4-2 win over Clan Shelter.
1 2 3.
I'm gonna do my best, brother man. I'm honestly, I am super nervous. I set my expectations very low. I'm definitely looking forward to being here on the screen, hanging out with you guys as much as I am playing. You guys,